You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole. And Ridge Dream, thank you so much for your YouTube membership request. We are back with Tarja, and the song is Innocence. Live at Circus Life. Very excited to be back with Tarja, and thank you so much, Ridge Dreamer, for getting us back here as well. You've been so much support for us since we started the channel. Oh, the circus life.
Please
18 people.
Oh my god.
They had everything there.
They did.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
whole
God.
quartet.
They had 2 drummers, a baby piano, a string quartet, 2 guitarists, 2 bassists, 3 backup singers, a keyboardist, and a second keyboard for the baby piano keyboardist to play.
Oh my lord. We can see why you picked this one. You were going for a different one at first, but you had, for some reason, thinking this one would hit us well. And I think we can see why, because this was such an experience in the circus life, because this was live at Circus Life. And it really had that circus vibe because they're in the middle. Everyone could see them. She was even inside the middle of everything around that thumbnail lady described that was there. And it was just such a spectacle to see her being in the middle of that and then being able to see every angle. Because a lot of the times you're performing, you only look straight and you're not looking behind you as much.
Yeah, and like the way the lighting was coming in as well, it was also with that cylindrical style.
Yeah.
And like she was moving around and singing in all directions, and that freedom of being in a circular hall was just phenomenal. The gentleman playing the baby grand piano. Oh my god, he was amazing.
And that switch up halfway through, right? Where it just then was him playing for a bit and then it built up again.
Literally, there was a baby grand piano solo in like rock metal style music.
Just amazing.
And so it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then to be followed up by a string quartet having their solo with a little bit of the keyboard and a little bit of
even some
the chimes and a little bit of bass behind that just to help lift it and build their solo
Get
up.
Little layers there.
Was fantastic.
So smart.
So smart.
Backup vocalists were going there too. Not always, but like everyone was coming in at the right times.
They were.
And there was the right amount of seasoning every time.
And it sounded beautiful together. Like everything was so beautiful. There were a lot of people. I think there was about 18 people a part of this.
Yeah, that's what I saw at the end when they were all laid down there, 18 to 20 that were all a big part of all having
production.
their main parts that were very, very needed. And it's just crazy to see that you actually caught them all while we were performing. While we were watching that. That's amazing.
You're just watching me write down, like, how many do we have of each? Like, what? That's a lot of people. Because at first, when we first were watching, I was like, okay, so this is one of Tarja's singles.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why, but for whichever reason, when I was like, oh, we're doing Tarja, it never really clicked in that we were doing Tarja, not Nightwish Tarja era.
Right, okay, yeah. So that makes sense.
So coming into it, I quickly had to switch gears. And it was interesting because this is something she created, and it just shows how musically talented she is as an individual to put all of this together. And we have often talked about the genius of THO, but this is where I was able to see, like with this pick, the genius of Tarja and what she's putting together. So this was very beautiful for me. I love seeing everything, the lighting, the outfit she was wearing.
Always killing it with the outfits.
Always killing it with the outfits, like the way, because even though it was a dark stage, she was wearing dark clothes, but she had that sparkle and the bedazzling.
Made her stand out still.
And she just shone literally like a crystal ball, and it was a phenomenal. I loved it. I loved this. It was fantastic. I think the only thing is I wish I could have heard more of Tarja. I felt
she gave a lot of space for her band there.
There was a lot of space for the band, and I think that's fantastic. And like they were so amazing.
You wanted more Tarja, and that's surprising for you to say that. So that's great because you don't always want more Tarja, and that's awesome to hear that you even wanted more Tarja.
I wanted more of her just because I couldn't quite pick out the vocals because I felt like she was a little bit overpowered by the band and they just seemed louder. Again, could have just been my headphones. But I
noticed that too.
I could pick out when she was saying Innocence because that's the title,
of course,
of the song.
That's about it. That stood out lyrically
to me. So I feel like I wish I could have heard more of her. but other than that, like
what a spectacle
it's
still
such
though,
a
right?
spectacle.
Yeah.
It's just so amazing. And
That's why I've always wanted to see these type of bands perform with like the Circus Soleil, and like just
yeah.
because that type of music with like all those acrobatics would just be so amazing. And that's why I think it's so cool that they did it in that atmosphere, like, and it was like
Live at
spheric,
Circus
and
Life.
it was just so cool. You don't get to see that very often.
Big tent feel.
And like and for the singer, where do you pick to be singing to? And I think that's such a interesting.
I think it was perfect that they did it as that center,
Yeah.
and he was in the center, because we've often seen guitarists walk to one another across the stage.
Yes.
But this time she got to walk to everyone.
Yeah,
and
got to
sing
sing
with
to almost
them,
all of them.
and be able to see everyone in her audience, be able to see everyone in her band in that community. And it's just like, this was visually, artistically, and performance just stunning.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Ridge. We loved your suggestion, and we would love to see more Tarja, because this is just amazing. I don't know when this exactly was from, so please let us know. We don't know much about any of the other members here, so please let us know about them too, because it's obviously not just about Tarja, even though she was center stage. Everyone was shining, especially that piano, like you were saying. Oh my God, that's what stood out.
There was
most.
the one guy at the string quartet, and every time they would hit that downbeat, he got like this, his lip switch, and he was like, I'm like, yeah, that's an aggressively played violin right there, sir. Woo! I approve.
That's like apocalyptica level.
Yes.
So thank you guys. If you had a good time with us, hit that like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel. There is a lot more coming forward on Enter the Chronic, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you make it to a premiere moving forward. And if you want to chat with us outside of YouTube, you can join us on our Discord. We are exiting out of the rabbit hole now, folks.
Thank you so much for being here, and thank you, Rich Dreamer, for this request. This was fantastic. Peace and love.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
Special shout out to all of our patrons and YouTube members. We appreciate all of your support.